This is arguably the best amenity-rich neighborhood in Katy, Texas, with the most flexibility in terms of housing prices. Welcome to Katy Island. All right, guys, welcome to Katy Island, home to over 2,100 residents and some of the most beautifully crafted estates I've ever seen in a master plan community. This community is one of my favorites to explore with clients here in the Katy area. And Samantha and I are going to take you on a journey together so you can explore Katy Island for yourself right where you are right now. And we're going to go over the amenities here in just a second. And I am super thrilled to introduce to you a custom home builder that we have been granted exclusive and private access to tour, arguably one of the best custom homes here in Katy Island. So sit right there, grab yourself some popcorn, and let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about some stats about Katy Island first, Samantha. So here, I wrote these down because it's kind of hard to remember everything, all to the exact details. So we're sitting on over 1,000 acres, which is pretty nice, right, Samantha?
Yes.
All right, and what did you think about the drive-in?
So that's one of my favorite things about this neighborhood is the drive-in. Like, you see the entry to the neighborhood, the sign, and then it's just like a bunch of land. Like, you see trees and flowers and just beautiful land for quite a ways before you actually see houses in the neighborhood. So it sits really far back. So it feels like you're almost like at a resort out in the middle of nowhere, or, you know, on a tropical island.
it really does. And so I-10, this area is so big. Katy Island has its own parkway called Katy Island Parkway right off of Interstate 10. And so when you exit and you get over here, it doesn't feel you are very close at all. You almost feel like you're in the hill country part of Texas because there's so much land back there. There's tons of like nice little creatures walking around. So you might see some zebras, who knows, but it's a beautiful area. You feel far away, but you're not at all. Like, you're minutes away from I-10. So 1,000 acres, we're at 2,100 homes around. The building is complete. So the development here is pretty much complete with the exception of a few custom homes, which we're gonna tour today. Then there's a few other entry-level homes as well. Now, the beautiful part about this area, right, there's 2,100 homes, so there are over 70 active listings right now currently for sale, so you definitely have options. And check this out, so our average sales price right now for those 70 homes is around $755,000 or $213 per square. Currently, so it's a big range too, so we're looking anywhere from 400,000 all the way up to 1.5 million. Like I said in my intro, you know, this is probably one of the better communities when in terms of flexibility. You want entry-level homes, it's here. You want luxury homes, it's here. HOA dues, right? That's a big one everyone wants to know about. HOA dues here is about $1,400 depending on what section you live in. And get this, the tax rate with all of the amenities, which we're gonna get to in just a second, is only 2.9%.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, even the HOA isn't terrible for considering like how big the neighborhood is and everything that you get with it.
That's what I was saying, because usually these huge master plan communities with all of these crazy amenities, you're like at 3.6, 3.7, something wild, right?
Well, even the HOA. Well, the HOA dues, you said 1,400. I mean, I've seen some like neighborhoods this size, they're like $3,000 a year, you know, like double that. So that's really not bad. And 2.9 tax rate, I always say if you can get it under 3, you're good. I mean, for sure.
I say that all the time in my videos, so I'm glad you kind of parroted that one. So the 2.9% is because the development has pretty much completed at this point, and so there's really not much left. So, and the development has been around for a while, so it's not like it's a brand spanking new community. The developer has had time to recoup some of the funds that it cost to build.
Right.
Okay, so now let's talk about the amenities. Like I said, this is an amenity-rich neighborhood. To your left, Samantha, in front of me, that is the pool with the water slides and everything else. So that's a beautiful area. That's especially during the Texas heat in the summertime. It's like the devil's crack. Like, it's so bad, it's terrible. But you definitely, if you
even today, we're in May right now, and it's still,
I'm sweating.
It's already hot.
I feel like I'm in a sauna. So
in
those of you who aren't from Texas and you're moving here, get ready. Okay, so that's the pool, like I said a second ago. Over there is really cool. So that's called the Ambassador Suite. It's essentially like a tree house. You have an opportunity, even if residents can do this, residents or your guests, you have an opportunity to rent that place out and stay the night. Pretty cool. You could stay for a few nights or whatever, but you have the opportunity to rent it out. Then we have snow cones over there with the top deck, so you can go chill on the top deck. which is pretty nice, especially during the windy days. And over here is called the Oaks Cafe. You can eat. They serve up food. They serve up bar. It's its own bar and grill. What kind of neighborhood has its own bar and grill, right? And I can think of one out in Manville called Meridiana, but we're in Katy Island. We're in a completely different opposite area.
And actually, little pro tip, secret, the developer of Meridiana is also the developer of this neighborhood.
Which makes sense because it's an amenity-rich neighborhood that has its own bar and grill, has all of this stuff. I mean, it
has a lot of very similar features.
Very similar features for sure. And over there to your right in front of you, Samantha, that is the state-of-the-art fitness centers. We have yogas, yoga lounges and all that kind of stuff. And then this is pretty much kind of the event lawn. We have pickleball courts here too, which is really cool. But they also have a lifestyle event coordinator, which will coordinate all kinds of stuff. So they have live music coming out here sometimes. So you have plenty of different programs to keep you busy throughout the year, which is also nice. So it truly is a resort, right? It feels like you're in a resort. It feels like you're on vacation all the time.
Yeah.
So, but that is pretty much the amenities that you're going to expect here in Katy Island. Okay, Samantha, now without further ado, are you ready to go tour that beautiful custom home build?
Let's go.
All right, let's go take a look at that custom home that we have been granted exclusive and private access to. No one else has been able to do it. So let's go take a look. We have been given exclusive and private access to this wonderfully, beautifully made custom home made by none other than William David, known as a beautiful custom home builder. Just some stats about this property that I want to let you know about. So this is a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathrooms, I'm sorry. It's 2 stories and it's almost about 4,800 square foot, sitting on a 20,279 square foot lot. It's listed right now at 1.39 million. Beautiful on the interior, so let's go take a look and see what it looks like. Man, so as soon as you walk in here in the entryway, you have a 10-foot door. And check out this door, you just push. You push it, there's no knob, nothing like that. Again, fully custom home. So let's go take a look on the inside. Oh. Okay, so as soon as you walk in here, we are greeted with a beautiful, beautiful entryway. And to my right, to your left, Samantha, check this out. Look at this. So this is gonna be our study. I love the black. I'm a big fan of black colors.
I love a black study. I just love, like, in a lot of the homes you see these days, remodeled, new construction, whatever, you see all the white paint all around the house. Sometimes it just feels a little sterile. I love color, but I love that they've made this, I think they call it color washing, where they paint everything black. They've color washed this entire room. So you'll see like even the baseboards are black and everything is black in the room. Yeah. So it just makes it like everything in the room
makes it pop, right?
Yeah.
And look at the attention to detail on the trim work around the entire floor to ceiling walls, like all of it.
Yeah.
And then we have the shaker style trim work here, but this is secret.
Let's start on the right though. Let's start on the right.
All right, so we'll start on the right hand side. But here's the really cool thing about these things. See, all of these open up like this. And you have tons of storage, tons of shelving. Look at this.
Hidden storage.
Hidden storage.
My favorite.
Wall
hide all the clutter.
To wall. But wait, there's more. There's more. I had to move the rug out of this one because this is the way they have the model home set up. But over here, check this out.
Move the rug again.
Let me move the rug so we can see here. Look at this. Are y'all ready?
Wrong
way.
Wrong. No.
Oh, this one. See, it's so secret I can't even figure it out. Let's see. Opens up into a closet.
Secret room.
Tons of storage in here.
You could do whatever you want with this room. You could make
Samantha?
it like a safe room. You could do like...
This would be perfect for your Christmas tree right here. Year round, it just stays here. I don't have to bother putting it up anymore.
That's
perfect spot for it. Out of sight, out of mind. It's hidden in here in this little closet. But so far, I'm loving this house.
I agree. Yeah, I love it. Whenever we first looked at this house and we walked in this room, I had no idea that those were even like cabinets or anything. I thought it was just detailing on the wall, like just paneling. Yeah. And so when we found out that they are all cabinets and then one is a secret room, I was like, that is awesome.
Kudos to William David. He's the custom builder here. Man, awesome builder. You don't see this stuff anymore.
That's
By the way,
awesome feature.
so we'll take a look at the the rest of the house here in a second, but I do want to mention, because you and I have this same issue and the same complaint with every house we go to, except for maybe a few custom home builders, but with William David, level 4 drywall. You can go level 5 if you want, but this particular model has level 4 drywall, which means a very smooth and flat surface. You don't have that ugly orange peel or knockdown texture. Like, you see this stuff in let's say West Houston, right? Memorial, River Oaks, Memorial Villages, Rice Military. You know, you see all that stuff here, but not in the suburb like this. So unless it's a full-blown custom house, like on your own lot, but in a neighborhood, you don't see level 4, level 5
production builders
drywall.
don't do that.
Yeah, kudos again to the builder.
And
amazing.
yeah, I mean, that's just a testament to like William David, that he does custom homes, and he in some communities has a small number, but is doing a few like high-end luxury homes and giving that same custom product for someone who's looking in a production neighborhood.
And you know what, honestly, I would much rather, if I'm gonna spend a little over $1 million, I would much rather have a builder that only has a few lots to work with in a subdivision, because they're not so pressed for like pumping out product after product after product. Like some of these tract home builders, they have maybe, you know, 300-400 lots to sell and all of these projects to manage, versus let's say William David, for example, maybe has 16 lots and, you know, a few year time span. He can focus on quality. And that is ultimately, at the end of the day, what you want for sure is quality builds.
Well, and even like talking with their GM and everything, you can tell like they pay really good attention to the quality of their work, and they're proud of it, and they're gonna give you a good quality home. For sure, absolutely. All right, let's scoot back a little bit.
So this is engineered hardwood floors, white oak, beautiful color. You know, I'm a big fan of white oak and black. I'm already in love with this house. I think we should buy it. It's for sale, by the way, guys. It's for sale. I'm sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna scoot back here because you kind of just like skipped over. I wanted to talk about the layout. So this was the entry. Right off the entry was the study we walked in. Then we walk into this, like the grand area. To the left is gonna be a hallway, which we'll get to in a second. But then we'll walk into the grand living room. Grand living room, baby.
Now, this is a living room here, Samantha. This is what I really like to see. So we have our beautiful gold chandelier fixture as a nice center focal point in the room, with our stone fireplace, and it's a gas fireplace for sure. But man, look at the attention to detail here with the stone work all the way up to the top, floor to ceiling. And then I love the symmetry, right? We complain a lot when we tour quite a bit of these new construction homes, the symmetry of like the fireplace would be way over here and it's just not very functional. But the way this is laid out looks really great, because you have your nooks to the left and to the right to do whatever you want with. And this fireplace isn't so high where you have to mount your TV 20 feet in the air and break your neck just to watch the football game. So this is a lovely, lovely design. And did you get how tall these ceilings are?
I did kind of pan up there to show the fireplace, but that's what I was gonna say, is like my favorite thing about this living room is the cathedral ceilings. I mean,
gorgeous.
They are amazing.
With the beam spread.
20 foot, yeah.
That is a good job. They did a wonderful job here. And check out the kitchen, folks. So the kitchen is wide open to the living room, but we missed a spot. Let's come over here first.
I'll say you're skipping a part. I feel like this is still kind of part of the living room.
This is part of the living room. You have your own wet bar. I know this isn't the 1970s anymore, but this is extremely functional.
And it's modernized. And I feel like it's off to the side, so it's not like a closed in area. Mini fridge.
Mini fridge with your sink.
A sink. We've got tons of shelving and tons of cabinetry. Beautiful cabinetry.
A lot of storage for whatever you want. And if you're a whiskey collector or wine collector or whatever, or coffee, you see they have the coffee here. You have plenty of storage to do whatever you want here, but it's a beautiful touch. And it's wide open to the living room too.
It's like right here off the living room. And if you come and look on this side, it even has like a little bar top, so you could put a couple bar stools right here. So if you're entertaining, people can hang out there. It's another area that people can kind of hang out right here in the living room.
And this house, as of the making of this video, guys, is for sale. This was the model home. So you know they decked this place out to the nines. So this is the model home. So if you're seeing this, I'm about to release this very soon. If you want to buy it, it's 1.4 million, actually 1.39, but
yeah. And they were telling us too that they would be willing to include furniture as well, to sell furniture. So if you're liking what you're seeing in here, they are open to selling furniture with the house. You can buy a house fully furnished. Move in, and that's all you got to do. Bring your clothes. You got to worry about bringing anything else down here. So make sure you give us a call. We got the good connects with Mr. William David, and we'll get you the deal of a lifetime. But check out this island, Samantha. This right here. Wow. The island, the kitchen, the whole kitchen is just wow. The whole kitchen is phenomenal, beautiful. So this is quartz countertops. So we have the undermount farmhouse sink with our gold fixtures, and check out this vent hood. All of these appliances, the appliance packages that they chose for this particular model is all Gen Air. So you can see we have a beautiful Gen Air range, and then nice vent hood on top of that. Yeah, to the left, to the right, plenty of storage with our glass cabinets. Oh, God, I love these. I love the little lip that they did on the backsplash. That is an interesting touch. I really like it. Yeah, that is a very interesting touch. And all right, me and you argue about colors all the time. What color do you think these cabinets are? Honestly, they're like a very, very, very pale green. Greenish gray. I was gonna say like a teal blue. See, we argue about colors all the time. They're pretty close to gray. They are. But I do think, well, maybe it's the green from the grass, like reflecting on it. Maybe they are just gray. So Samantha, I don't know if you got a good shot of this or not, but the waterfall island. I mean the waterfall. Yeah, the countertops. Sides. Yes, the countertops. I don't know if I did get a good shot, but we'll show it again. Yeah. And I mean, just how massive it is. Like stand in front of that, like put your arms out, like your wingspan. I feel like that's like a 6 foot. Yeah, that's like I'm 6 foot. It's probably not 6. Maybe 5. That's like 5 foot wide. And here, I'll move these bar stools out of the way, but you can see underneath here, there's tons of storage here. So you can see they have it set up right now as a bar top, so you could sit, you could eat, whatever you want to do. But if you didn't want this particular setup, you could just use this as storage. Or, I mean, even if you do put the bar stools there, it's still a good place for storage for things that like you might only use once a year for holidays or events or whatever. It's still a good storage area to keep things out of the way. Like kitchen, holiday decor. Put it underneath there. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. But you can hide it with the bar stools, so you can't really tell. That's true. That is very true. All right, so here's our dining area. Very spacious, very large. Very spacious. So this is an 8-person cedar table, very comfortable as well. With huge seats. With massive seats. So you could fit you could squeeze if you really wanted to, but comfortably this is gonna sit 8. Yeah. And I love the wall of windows. So, I mean, they just continue from the living room. Yeah, I love it. This is, I'm a big fan of wall windows because it brings in a ton of natural light, which if you have a house like this, you want that natural light to shine in as much as possible to bring in a lot of those natural earthly tones. Yeah. And it makes your house feel better. Yeah. I hate walking into houses and it's just dark. So dark. It feels like a dungeon. Like a dungeon. Yeah. Yes. All right, so over here. All right, so right off the kitchen area. Right off the kitchen. Guest bath is gonna be here to your right, Samantha. A little half bath. This is very nice. Again, they color splash. So they did the same color in the baseboards and ceiling, walls, everything. Yeah. And then over here is gonna be kind of like your game room. You could really, this is a flex room, so you can do whatever you want with it. A great room, a game room. Second living. Second living, you have a great room. But again, check out these massive picture windows. Look at this. Look at the picture outside too. Beautiful blue skies today. The green grass. And it just thunderstormed, like the heavens just opened up earlier this morning. And look at this. I know, it's beautiful. So I really love picture windows because, like, we already talked about it, the dungeon feel. But man, like, it's so bright in here, guys. Yeah. Like, if I were to turn this light off right now, you wouldn't even notice the difference. Honestly, you can't even tell the lights are on. You can't even tell the lights are on. Yeah. Okay, so over here, this is where the design you would meet with, you know, the sales reps here, the GM or whatever, to pick out all your selections. But this is gonna turn into the media room. Yeah, so this is gonna be the media room. So they'll probably do something with this, maybe some kind of pocket doors. I don't know what they're gonna end up doing, but this will end up turning into a full out media room. Very nice. But one thing, I noticed it somewhere else in the house. I can't remember where I saw it earlier, but I'll mention it here. They do the pocket doors here. Yes. And I am a big fan of the pocket doors because
I love pocket doors too.
I
When they're
hate
done
when
right.
all the doors are like opened up and you have doors in all these spaces.
Yeah.
This way you can just slide the door right into the wall and it's put away. It's not out open into the room, hitting furniture or anything
And it's
else.
not a stupid barn door.
Right.
It's a pocket door.
I mean, okay, I don't think barn doors are stupid.
I do. I hate barn doors. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you like barn doors? Because I don't. I hate them. I think they're stupid. Pocket doors, I can deal with all day long. Kind of grew up with pocket doors, but I don't know.
I love a good pocket door.
You like them better than barn doors?
Yeah. I think I do like them better than barn doors, but I do like barn doors.
We are opposite of everything.
Also, one thing I wanted to point out too is there's one right in the living room, but there's also another door to access the back patio over here off the game room, which I think is nice. So if you have guests over, y'all are hanging out in the game room, easy access to the backyard.
Every door in this house is going to be 8-foot solid core doors.
Yeah.
So, which is really nice. All right, we didn't go this way. Let's go take a look at the. We have the utility room. This is our pantry.
Oh yeah, this is where I saw the other pocket door.
Yeah, the pantry.
The pantry has a pocket door too, which I really like.
You know, my only complaint I wish they did with this is cabinets.
Yeah, decked it out.
Decked it out with cabinets, even though it made it feel a little bit more smaller, but it's custom, so you could have the smaller cabinets.
But you could have made the shelving go a little higher, and I don't know.
If I had to complain, that would be fun.
You're right. Yeah.
Over here is going to be our utility room. Very spacious laundry room indeed. Now, herringbone design for the tile work here. And then we kind of kept that same, well, it's not, this is the same cabinet color as the bathroom, right? The guest bath.
Yes.
Yeah. But huge laundry room. I mean, you have tons of cabinet space. You have tons of work. You have your workstation here with the sink. I know you like the sinks because you can wash the kids' clothes with all the dirt and mud and grime before you put it in our washer.
I love having a sink and the countertop space in a a laundry room, because it gives me a workstation, like cleaning stains out of clothes and everything else with dogs and kids. I mean, it's nice. Plus all the cabinetry. I love all the storage space for all your
looks great.
stuff in your laundry room.
Yeah.
And that's just another storage closet?
Another storage closet in here. So if you want to hang up some coats or anything like that, seasonal stuff, you can. And then this over here is going to be our nice little mud area.
Very nice. I love that it's all built in. Love the color.
I do too. I'm a big fan of green. So this is green. We can agree on that, right?
It is definitely in green.
Okay. So I fought you a long time about the greens, and I just didn't like them until I actually saw them in person one day, and I was like, you know what? You're right. It feels more homey.
It does.
Like, it doesn't feel so sterile like everything else you see. This feels homey, and I love it. Like, I've been a big fan since. Okay, so back here towards the back is going to be our guest suite. We call it a guest suite, mother-in-law suite, whatever you want, because it does have its own ensuite, which is really nice.
Yeah, all the bedrooms in this house have their own bathroom.
Yes.
I don't know if we mentioned that before, but I think that's awesome.
Yeah, so this is a pretty spacious mother-in-law suite. So we're way up there. I mean, not way up there. We have tall ceilings. I'm zoning out over here.
I guess your head is way up there.
My head is way up there, yeah. But no, we have super tall
Land.
ceilings, recessed lights in here, which is beautiful. And then take a look at the bathroom here. So we have a nice, beautiful master bath. I'm not master, but ensuite.
You and your words.
Look.
Did the sales rep distract you or what?
Sales rep did distract me a little bit. Nice walk-in shower. Check this out. There's no lip.
I love that.
Minimizing the trip to falls.
I was going to say,
if you do have an elderly person living with you.
Even if it's a step down, it's still always, I feel like, a trip hazard, because it's like, pay attention to where you're stepping. I love that there's no step. It just straight in, and then in the shower is probably slightly slanted so that the water drains properly.
But that's a beautiful bathroom. Beautiful bathroom. And then we have our closet, of course. So to complete the ensuite.
And linen closet.
And a linen closet.
Which is nice for a guest room. I feel like
it really
they usually get left out. Beautiful tall windows in here as well. So tons of natural light still, even in
bringing it in. Man, the design on this is outstanding. Okay, so we have not seen the master.
Also, one thing I wanted to mention too about this little like mud area, I love just like the placement of it, because sometimes they're in like weird spots, but this is the garage door right here next to us. And so as soon as you come in from the garage,
backpack,
hang all the shoes. I mean, perfect. And it's hidden. It's like not in your living area where everybody sees when they walk in your
Yeah.
house. So
We'll get to this in a minute, but this is also hidden too.
it is, and it's nice.
You almost feel like this
is
is just a one-story house, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's hidden. So you don't have a grand staircase, which a lot of, you know,
Right.
some people don't like it. That's okay. All right.
But it's nice, like, especially if you, like, you could totally entertain on all this first story. People wouldn't even know you had a second story.
That is very true.
You know?
Very true. And they're so secluded, especially when you have kids. It makes things a little more
The
quiet.
stairs aren't always very pretty, and so, I mean, maybe people don't want to see that as soon as they walk in.
Maybe. But here's our
Okay,
entry
so where are we
into
walking?
the master.
Okay.
Yeah.
The primary suite.
And then look how gorgeous that is.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
So we have a kind of little like hallway to the primary bedroom. And as soon as you walk in, we have 2 doors that open up into this beautiful bathroom.
Gorgeous bathroom. Now, vanity size, Samantha. We always talk about the vanity, so which one am I getting?
I feel like you have a bone to pick with these vanities. Every house we look at, you've got something to say about these vanities.
It's okay. You know what?
You get that little vanity right over there.
I get that one?
That sink.
Hey, either way. So these are marble countertops, by the way, and same cabinet color as in the kitchen.
Yep.
So Samantha, this
See,
is your
and
vanity.
they do look more gray in here.
They do a
I
little
think
bit.
the
A
grass.
little bit.
I think the green grass is giving it a little bit of a green.
They do look a little weird. But we do have our freestanding tub here, nice with the gold fixtures. That's beautiful.
I love too, like they did the freestanding tub, but they also added that marble behind it, so it ties in with everything else, and it gives you like a little lip for like decorations or storage or whatever you want to use it for.
Yeah, it does. And check out the shower. The shower is actually really large. So we'll come in here. This is a huge shower, bench, wall to wall, 2 shower heads. See, look at this perfect setup, Samantha. Look at this. Look.
I was just gonna say that. I wish they could have seen my face. Look at this.
This one's for
This
you.
is so thoughtful.
It was very thoughtful. So obviously this is not for
Yeah, that's for me
your
because I'm
average
short.
size man, because that's you.
And then this
one's-
side is taller for people like you. Who
That
are
was a
tall.
very thoughtful placement. of this,
I
for sure.
love that. Whenever you do see these like double shower heads,
They're both
and
like
they're
this.
always the same height.
Herringbone
that.
design. Damn, that's awesome.
This is a winner.
Winner,
in my
winner,
book.
chicken dinner. Well, whoever gets this
That's-
house is definitely winning. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's take a look at the closet. Welcome to your master closet. Very spacious. Look how big this thing is. Right?
I mean, there's lots of storage.
Lots of
space.
storage. Just
You
kidding.
can have that one little section right there.
And boom, walks out. So we're
Bam.
kind of hidden back here.
We've got like a whole hidden closet back here.
Whole hidden closet. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's kind of like just, it turns, it makes use of the space. So
It really
I kind
does.
of like this design. And this is huge. So if you didn't want these shelving here, you absolutely have plenty of room to do
Some built-ins.
built-ins, whatever you want in here. Tons of room.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
could
this-
even put an island right here if you want to.
Yeah, it could literally. This is like some people's bedrooms.
It really is.
I
We
mean-
toured some of the model homes in like 60-foot products when their like bedrooms are about this size.
Yeah.
So
I love this space. And just to have that little space to sit in the middle of the closet, or you could put an island there for
that's true. Yeah.
jewelry.
You could do whatever you want with this. Okay, so let's go take a look at the actual bedroom. So the actual bedroom here is going to be off to the left of the closet or bathroom. And look at this. This right here. Woo! Buddy.
Beautiful
Buddy, buddy,
cathedral
buddy, buddy.
ceilings in the bedroom as well.
Yes. Love the wall-to-wall beam, ceiling to ceiling. I mean, this is great.
Yeah.
Hey, look. What do they have up there?
They have a fan.
They have a fan. How many models have we toured where they just have a light fixture there or a chandelier, and
Yeah.
it's just so not practical for
Again.
us in Texas because we sleep and it's 9
Yeah.
million degrees outside. Need a fan.
Again, I mean, William David, he's winning in my book.
Winning, yeah.
He has thought about everything in all of these floor plans. Like, everything is practical, it's functional,
That's right.
it's built with great quality. It's just the little things, you know?
The little things that add up that a lot of people don't necessarily think about whenever
Yeah.
they're going through this process.
Yeah.
You wouldn't necessarily think about a lot of this stuff, but you know, it's like you said, though, William David, they definitely thought about everything, all the little tiny details.
Yeah.
that most consumers don't think about. And how do you feel about the accent wall?
You know me, I love accent walls.
I do too. I wonder if, is it textured?
It looks like it's wallpaper.
Yeah, it's wallpaper, but it's textured too. Very nice. That's beautiful.
And this is a huge bedroom. I mean,
it's kind of hard to tell on camera, especially
yeah,
when,
I was
when
trying
we
to
go
get
to
a different
these.
angle.
Yeah, it's really
but
hard. If you stand right here, maybe they can really appreciate.
I mean, that's a king bed.
And
Plus, there's a
handout.
dresser, and there's the 2 chairs, large end tables, and a bench over here. I mean, tons of furniture, and then beautiful cathedral ceiling.
All right, so that's the master bedroom. So upstairs? We still got
Yeah,
upstairs.
let's go upstairs.
Because there's still 3 bedrooms upstairs. So I love the design on this. And you know what? We used to hate arches, but when they're done right, just like this, I can live with
I
them.
don't mind that one. I don't like the ones that are like super rounded, and when they're all over the house, every entryway or every archway.
Yep. So they kept the same white oak stair treads.
And look at these. They have little lights built into the walls by the stairs so that at night you can see where you're walking.
Here's our landing. Very quiet up here.
Very quiet.
And again,
And all the fans. I mean,
fans, wall of windows. Hey,
Yeah.
and what's cool about buying the model home, because this was the model, guys.
Yeah.
It comes pre-wired. Not even just pre-wired, actually. They all have the surround sound system in there already. So,
and the light switches. It has the light switch built in where you can turn on all your lights in your house at once if you want to.
the master switch, yeah, that's what's so cool about buying models.
What did he call it? He called it something.
I don't know.
Light for, huh?
I don't know. It's just, I just called a master switch. I have no idea what the actual correct terminology for it is, where the master switch to turn on the whole house.
Yeah.
You don't typically see that.
All right, bedroom number 3. Number 1 upstairs. Oh,
This is adorable.
it is. This is a big bedroom.
Hey.
And I like the ceilings in here. They have like the...
We have 3 kids, and you said you wanted another one because we have 2 boys and a girl. If we had another girl, they can both be in here.
There's enough rooms in this house they could have their own room.
So we should buy the house and then have another kid.
No.
All right, dang it. It was worth a shot. This is a nice sized room though. I like how it's kind of vaulted up in the middle.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I like that they continued like the vault look up here. And this bedroom has a little vault.
And their own bathroom as well.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
And their
especially-
own linen closet again. Every bathroom has had its own linen closet as well, which I love.
That is
They all have room
amazing.
for their own. Hold on, I want to see how big the closet is.
We even have 8-foot solid core doors upstairs too.
Yeah. Nice closet.
Not too small, not too big. Perfect size for a kid for sure.
Yeah.
Wow, they did a good job painting these doors. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful stair rail. All right, so we have bedroom 4 and 5.
Yep.
And then we have a walk-in
Walk-in attic space.
attic space.
Which is my favorite.
Y'all,
Is
look
there
at
a light
this.
in there?
Yeah, there is. It might be a little dark on camera, but
Oh my goodness, y'all. This could be like a kid's secret playroom area. You could like build this out.
you absolutely could build this out.
This is awesome.
One thing, if you want to pan up, check out. So when we talk to the GM, that's what they do, the spray foam
spray
insulation. And so that really helps with your energy efficiency here in Houston, helps keep the house cooler. Sometimes it'll be like, let's say 70 degrees in the house and it's not actually 70 degrees, or it doesn't feel like it's 70 degrees. Have you ever been inside a 70 degree, 5,000 square foot home where it says 70 degrees on
But
the,
it feels like it's
but it feels like it's
colder.
like, or no, it feels like it's 80 because like it's, I don't know, maybe that one little area is 70, but the rest of the house isn't.
Right.
Some of these, like when you have it on 70, like the whole house doesn't feel. I mean, it feels colder because it's well insulated.
Right.
You have that energy efficiency. Yeah, tons of space. You could definitely put decking here
Oh yeah.
and
I
add
mean,
all of your seasonal stuff, and you don't have to crawl through some tiny little crawl spaces. Just come straight through here.
There's plenty of space in here to add tons of decking for all your storage.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at the bedrooms. Enough of this.
All right.
Enough of the attic.
Okay. I mean, that's still an important part of the house.
It definitely is. Oh, look at this. This is adorable. Ryan, our son, would love this. Look at the wallpaper.
It is really cool.
Might have to ask them where they got this wallpaper from. That's cool.
I do really like it. This is a
Spider-Man.
big bedroom too.
This is a really big bedroom.
I mean,
For a kid's room.
Yeah.
This is big.
They could have put a king in here for sure. Like that looks like a full size bed, but you could definitely fit a king size bed in here.
You could, absolutely could. And then this one also has its own bathroom as well.
They all do.
They all do.
Of course they do, because this is a great floor plan. And again, it has its own linen closet.
Its own shower.
Bathroom, shower,
Don't
sink.
have to worry about kids fighting over
and
anything.
Then a linen closet over here. Every bathroom has a linen closet.
Looks good.
Yep.
All right. Last bedroom. Last bedroom. Oh, this is cute.
Oh, look at this wallpaper. It looks like a beautiful sunrise.
Or a sunset.
Or a sunset. You're right.
This is nice though. This
is beautiful.
wow. And they decked out the bathroom too.
Again, I mean, this could definitely fit a king bed.
Yeah.
I mean, this is huge. There's tons of space for...
I love this setup because they have the little
the desk
right there. But yeah, and here, I mean, they, again, check out the stonework for the tile. That looks really good. All the attention to detail.
Yeah.
Everything they did. Very pretty.
Shower. Another linen closet.
Yeah,
that is
linen
like one of my
closet.
favorite features, really. I mean, we look at a lot of houses and not very many of them, like even the ones we've looked at where they do have, like every bedroom has its own bathroom, they don't all have their own linen closet. Like you'll usually have a linen closet out in the hallway or something.
Or even like a Jack and Jill. Remember there was one that we toured not too long ago. It was very nice, but the Jack and Jill, only one side of the Jack and Jill had a linen closet, the other one didn't.
I want to see this closet. Is it? I'm sure it's still like the same size, decent size as the other ones. Yeah. Nice walk-in closet.
This is bigger, I think.
Yeah, I think it is a little bigger.
All right, well that's the upstairs. So let's go take a look at the outside. Since this is for sale, so we might as well go take a look at the outside, talk about the lot size and everything else, right? I like how the upstairs is tucked away.
Yes, I do too, honestly, because I don't know. I just don't think stairs are always like super pretty. And it's nice that you don't just walk in and immediately see stairs.
Right, okay. All right, check this out. Beautiful covered patio. We have our textured
the cool
slab.
decking.
Yeah, the cool decking. And look, it even kind of wraps around on this side. So we have
right, because it goes the door from the game room goes out over there.
Yeah. So this is actually a very decently sized patio. And check this out, guys. We got all of our stuff ready, pre-built in.
Plumbing and gas.
Plumbing, gas, all of it ready for your
Electrical.
outdoor kitchen. If you want to put one here, we have your electrical outlets as well. And you can see all of the wall of windows. But man, this is a nice patio. And you know what? I love white brick.
Yeah.
We have the white brick with the black on black windows.
Yep.
Very nice.
And one of the most important things you're forgetting to mention is this house is sitting on half an acre.
20, what did I say, 20,000? 20,
Yeah,
I think it's 20,700 or something, yeah. But I mean, yeah, just look, pan out here, look how big this yard space is. This is huge. There's so much you can do with this yard space, it's unbelievable.
There's like a whole nother yard over on this side of the house.
You can put a pickleball court over here. You could put your giant 140 perimeter foot pool.
I mean, like a whole nother yard over here on this side. And then all the way over here. I wonder how much space is on the other side of the house.
You want to sell our house and move here?
I mean,
This is nice.
it's convincing.
It is convincing. I think our lot size is slightly bigger.
I love like
though.
this separate little sitting area right there where the game room door comes out.
Isn't that adorable?
Yeah. And then
a whole nother side over here.
yeah, a whole nother side yard
2 AC systems.
on this side.
That is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right, so that's 1.39 million right here in Cane Island. One of the best builders here that was building here in Cane Island. So if you want to live in Katy, you want to be in the best schools, you want to have one of the best and most custom homes that are available in Cane Island, this is your final opportunity to do so. All right, you guys, that's gonna wrap up our tour of Cane Island today. I truly hope that you found some sort of value in this video. If Cane Island is on your list, actually, if it's not on your list and you wanna move to Katy, Cane Island should absolutely be on your list of contenders to check out. Like I said, it's one of my favorite areas and favorite communities to explore with clients just like you. So if you do plan on moving to the Houston area or even Katy for that matter, make sure you give us a call. We'll get you the best deal, get you the best price, and with the best terms. So make sure you give us a call. You can scan that QR code that's on your screen right now, or you can even just text me, whatever you prefer. But I truly hope you found some sort of value in this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.